Welcome back to number 7, part 2 of 15.1. So again, we're going to go ahead and highlight and find where EDF is on our picture. So there is EDF, and that's about 15 degrees. What we're going to do is try and find ABE. So the first thing we're going to do is just figure out some pieces. So one of the things we learned that if we wanted to figure out what FE is, what we could do is we can multiply by 2 and figure out what the outside is. Take a moment and go ahead and do that. What's 15 times 2? 30, right? So if I wanted to go back in for this angle here, we would divide by 2. What's half of 30? 15. Know that pretty much any angle that's kind of subtended, kind of like connected, like in a bow tie, inside the circle will have kind of the same angle measures. And let's go ahead and figure out what 44 is. So 44 is here. Let's go ahead and go back in and divide by 2 as well. What's 44 divided by 2? 22. Now we had to do all that because we had to figure out what ABE is. And notice ABE includes this angle and that angle, which was unknown before. So let's go ahead and take a moment and figure out what AB is. What's 22 plus 15? 37. All right, and now we're in inscribed angle of a diameter theorem. So here, just so you can have this as a picture, know that an inscribed angle that endpoints are a part of a diameter is 90 degrees, and that means the outside angle will be 180. So it kind of seems obvious because, 90 times 2 is 180. But note that any triangle inside a circle is going to be a right triangle. So that's essentially what this theorem is saying. You got a triangle in a circle, guess what? It's a right triangle. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and move on and apply this. So notice how we have this little arc length DB. Just to let you know, again, I have a triangle in a circle, so I'm just going to be Captain Obvious and say, oh, well, I know that's 90. Let me go ahead and answer now the questions they're asking. DB. So there's DB. So if this is 90, what would the outer arc be? 180. Also, it's a semicircle, right? Let's go ahead and find the angle measure DAB. So DAB. I'm going to go ahead and circle those. Why not? DAB. What angle measure is that? Oh, thank you, computer. 90 degrees. All right, I'm going to go ahead and erase. And DAB. Oh, measure. So this one's the measure of the arc. So DAB. So this is going from end to end. Hey, that looks like a semicircle to me. Do you guys remember what a semicircle measures? 180. All right. So know the difference between an angle and an arc. They're very different. All right, checkpoint. We're already there. Wow, that was fast. So know that they're going to be asking for a couple of parts. They give us some information that's already drawn in our picture. I see a triangle that's formed by the diameter. Let's go ahead and be Captain Obvious and write that 90-degree angle in right now. Okay. And let's answer some questions. Let's see what it says to essentially, I'm going to highlight some stuff. It might be easier that way. So BDE. So that's BDE. Oh, that's a 90-degree angle. All right, ABD. So if I wanted to find ABD, I'm going to go ahead and use a different color just so you can kind of see. So I need to find ABD. ABD. I need to do some stuff to it. So I know that this is 70 degrees. I want to go outside. So 70 times 2 is 140. And I also need to go out again. 48 times 2, what would that be? 96. Let's go ahead and add those two. Figure out what that would be. 236. All right, next one is the angle measure for ED, so I'm going to pick yet another color. We're running out of colors here, guys. All right, ED. So ED is right here. All right. So since I know essentially some of the parts of this triangle, or circle I should say, what I could do is figure out, okay, well, if I know this is 140 and 96, I could say, okay, well, I'm going to subtract, because I already figured that out. What would that be? 124. All right, and then DBE, which I'll highlight for you in yet a different color. DBE is actually a part of a triangle. So what we could do is I'm going to draw this out in pen. I'm going to draw my triangle out. I know this is 90, that's 70, and I need to figure out that angle. I know that a triangle adds up to 180, so I could subtract 180, take away 90, take away 70 to figure out that angle. All right, as we are nearing the end, because the checkpoint is over, we have homework in our textbook, so make sure you're doing that. If you need help on any of these problems, as I'm going to provide you some support a little bit to kind of see which one's a chord, which one's the inscribed angle, and what's the central angle, come into the center. Ask for help on any of these problems, okay? But make sure you're getting help, whether it's if this PowerPoint was enough or if you need some additional support, please get that. All right, we'll see you on the next video. Bye.